Powell is like the big three, right? The head of the SEC, the head of the Treasury. Now you have the head of the Federal Reserve Bank saying, oh, we noticed that, digital assets are transforming the monetary system and the US dollar would benefit.
Welcome to Dream Richer. Which coins do you think will be the winners of crypto? According to Michael Saylor, the answer is simple. It comes down to two main winners. Number one, Bitcoin, the apex property. And secondly, stablecoins, which will completely change our payment system to shift us towards a more cashless society. Large banks, senators, and companies are already beginning to view Bitcoin as a more attractive investment asset. To much surprise, many companies have now onboarded Bitcoin as a payment method in 2022. These include Wikipedia, which accepts donations in Bitcoin, Microsoft, which allows the use of Bitcoin to top up your account, and the Pirate Bay. In fact, fast food restaurants have also recently included Bitcoin in their protocol. These include the KFC Bitcoin bucket, Subway, and Pizza Hut. By the end of this video, Michael Saylor unravels how Bitcoin and stable coins will win the crypto race. If you find the video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it.
You have milestones to hit, and as the milestones get hit, the credibility of the asset class and the maturity of the asset class and the utility of the asset improves, the risk decreases, and not only grows the asset, but it kind of encourages people to demonetize another asset. Like, I got $100,000, I can buy a second apartment and rent it out, or I can buy some Bitcoin. It's like, yeah, a second apartment in Airbnb is interesting, but it's a headache. And someone might trash it and there's property taxes and I got to repaint it. And maybe I guess wrong. And just owning the 3 Bitcoin seems pretty easy, but on the other hand, I own the 3 Bitcoin right now and I put it in Celsius and Celsius locks their doors and they fail. Oops, that's very scary, right? But if JP Morgan said, we'll take your Bitcoin and give you 8% or 3% or 2%, it would be different. So what we're waiting for is for the industry to grow up, right? And there's going to be winners and losers. The winners are going to be public companies, big regulated banks, regulated institutions, public investors, and the general public, and the adopters of Bitcoin. The losers are going to be the offshore entrepreneurs, the wildcatters, the crypto bros that launched, SHIB coin, the 4th, yo-yo coin 16, the 19,000 things. The only debate is it a 99% failure rate or a 99.9% failure rate?
Jerome Powell announced during his confirmation hearing that digital asset industry members and lawmakers can expect a report on digital currencies in the coming weeks. When asked whether a Fed digital dollar would be able to exist alongside a well-regulated, privately issued stablecoin, Powell replied that central bank digital currency and stablecoins are not mutually exclusive. Hence, they can coexist. Perhaps this could be a start towards a more positive outlook on stable coins, where the banks have now begun to understand their potential. Besides Jerome Powell, Gary Gensler from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission also believes that it's time to regulate cryptocurrency markets.
I think that when Chair Gensler started speaking about digital assets, he said, there are a few innovations in the crypto economy. And he said this back in mid-2021 in congressional testimony. He said, Satoshi's innovation is real, and that's the creation of a digital commodity without an issuer and the ability to transfer value without a third party or trusted intermediary. And he said, there is utility in stablecoins. People want to be able to move the dollar, at the speed of light, on a weekend for no cost. And he said, and there's value in 24/7 around the clock trading. In a nutshell, those are the 3 big innovations of crypto. The 4th innovation, being able to create, 19,000 other crypto tokens in a hurry. It's not clear whether that's an innovation or not. We'll see. That's jury is still out. When Gensler started talking about this, he made those 3 points: 24/7 trading, stable coin, stable US dollar, and digital commodity like Bitcoin. On April 7th, or around then, Janet Yellen gave a speech at American University, a very important one. And she, as the Secretary of the Treasury, reiterated at least two of those points, really maybe three of those points. She said, Satoshi's innovation is real. This is the ability to transfer value on the internet without a third party is an innovation. I think Powell is like the big three, right? The head of the SEC, the head of the Treasury. Now you have the head of the Federal Reserve Bank saying, oh, we noticed that, digital assets are transforming the monetary system and the US dollar would benefit from a stable coin. I've been saying this for a long time since I got into the space. It used to be the prevailing wisdom was, this is cryptocurrency and it's going to replace the dollar. And I said, no, not really. I mean, this is crypto property, right? It's a crypto asset. Bitcoin's not a cryptocurrency per se because it's taxable event. As long as there's a nation state and it's not deemed to be currency by the nation state, it will remain as property. That means there's a place for a second digital asset, the digital dollar. And what does the world really want? Well, it wants the king currency and it wants the king property.
It's clear from Michael Saylor's explanation that Bitcoin wins the race when compared to other coins. This also includes the stable coins that will transform our payment system. Despite these bold predictions by Michael Saylor, some skeptics are still not convinced. For example, there are several ways in which Bitcoin could die catastrophically, such as a technical flaw. This is where vulnerability in cryptography used by Bitcoin could be exploited. A security vulnerability would naturally extend to a lot of other coins, as many use a lot of the same code. If the vulnerability is caught early enough, most likely Bitcoin would patch and fork very quickly to reduce exposure to the vulnerability. Do you agree with Michael Saylor? Or could Bitcoin truly be headed into dust for good? Let us know in comments below. To learn more about the latest crypto news, watch these videos here.